everyone, I have some important news to share with you about the next chapter of my journey. The biggest point of discussion and what might come as a shock to you is my decision to leave T1. Now, before everyone reacts, please give me a moment to explain. After hearing my story, it will be easier to understand why. When I received the offer from Becker last year to come to Korea and try out for the LCK Challenger team, I was not in a great place mentally. I had recently been diagnosed as being on autism spectrum, and combined with a family accident and a couple of tough years since leaving Fnatic in 2020, I was struggling. Because of this, I was actually leaning towards taking a break for 2024 season. But since it was T1 asking, I knew future Martin would regret for not giving it a try. I think we can all agree it was the right decision, but I expected it did not fix my issues. It just put them on hold. Now I believe it's time for me to address those challenges, and to do that I need to be in Sweden close to my family. Thankfully I've been fortunate to receive an offer that allows me to continue playing professionally in 2025 season from home. To put it in League of Legends terms, I'm finally taking a recall, a chance to go back, refill my health and mana, buy some essential items and upgrade my skills before re-entering. What is this AI shit? I left home in 2013 when I was just 16, and now nearly 12 years later, at the age of 28, I get the chance to reset. I want to play for as long as possible, and when I imagine the years ahead, I realized that this could help me the goal could help me make that goal achievable. Longevity is incredibly important for me at this stage of my career. I know this might feel like a surprising decision, especially after the high of winning wars together with the roster. However, I promise myself to stay committed to this plan regardless of the results of temporary emotions. This is giving me that promise, and I hope you will understand that it will come from a place of wanting to stay in the game and continue improving. I'll always be grateful for my time in T1, not just for the experience, but for now it helps me grow as a player and as a person. Coming to Korea with that experience and all of knowing the language was almost a challenge, but I believe T1 believed me anyway. I want to thank my teammates, coach and staff at T1 headquarters for helping me along the way, to all of our fans for supporting us. It has been an honor to wear T1 badge. Thank you for all being here for me so far. I hope you will join me and this next chapter as well. It could continue with your support. This is the coach, right? Well, it seems like Rekkles is in fact leaving T1. What does that mean? Rekkles said that he can play competitively from home, which means it's a non-LAC offer, I assume, because all of the LAC teams do require you to stay in a gaming office or just in Berlin overall, as LAC is being played from Berlin. What could that mean? That could mean that Rekkles is either gonna play in an ERL league, so could play in the Spanish league, could play in the French league, could play in the German league, or could also play for Los Ratones, yes. Technically, Rekkles could also join Los Ratones and play for the K-Draw. Well, huge changes coming up. I'm wondering what is Rekkles' next step in his career. Like we mentioned, it could just be him playing in the Los Ratones. It could also be him playing in a very different team somewhere in the IRL league. Okay, but if Rekkles really... I feel like... So my take on it, if Rekkles really wants to stay competitive, he would probably join IRL team. But if Rekkles wants to take a break and take it in a more relaxed way, plus the fact that K-Draw is the biggest league streamer right now, I think it makes sense to join Los Ratones. Because with Los Ratones, your popularity is only gonna grow due to K-Draw effect. And you also have the Baus in your team, you have probably Nemesis in your team. At least these are the rumors, right? We will know on Friday if he's in Los Ratones. So the Los Ratones roster is gonna be announced on Friday. And Jankos, Chad, I haven't been invited to Los Ratones. If I was invited to Los Ratones, I would take that invite as well, because bro, the K-Draw effect is real. But I was not invited. I was not invited, boys. If I ever get invited to Los Ratones, I will definitely consider it. Also, like I mentioned, I don't think Los Ratones is gonna play on the highest, for now at least. If K-Draw has the plans for the team to be more like Kamento and Ibai and have his team in the LAC long term and actually build a competitive roster out of it and maybe buy in a slot in NA or EU by 2026 or 7, and he might be big enough / rich enough to do that if he finds the right sponsors. But for at least 2025, I doubt that the roster is gonna be super competitive. I assume the roster is gonna be more for competing and streaming scrims and just being able to build a lot of content and popularity for the people that join. K-Draw effect is real. Bro, K-Draw effect is real. I mean, but I think that's every streamer's effect, right? It's the same thing as you join K-Corp and you have K-Corp fans behind you, or you join Mad Lions and you have all the Spanish crew behind you. It's just like very popular streamers have a lot of community behind them, and the community will support the players of these streamers choosing.